Right, so as you can see by looking at my face, there are going to be some changes. Well, the face issue here is I shaved my beard because I fucked up one side and then I just said fuck it. But yeah, now I look like a 37-year-old baby, like an overweight fucking man-child, which I basically am. But yeah, that's not why I'm here. I wanted to tell you thank you for everything. I wanted to tell you thank you for 10,000 subscribers, but I will need to leave you. And let me roll the intro and let me explain myself.
Hello, my name is Grumpy. Grumpy eye. Grumpy eye. Grumpy eye.
All right, so this is not going to be a highly edited video because I just want to talk to you guys, like heart to heart, just have a conversation with you guys. And I know that this is not the best format. I tried talking to people in my Discord, but only like a couple of them, and I'm not mad, but like only a couple of them were online or like responded. So if you want to talk to me, my Discord is still going to be active for some time, and you can like share your thoughts and all of that. But I'm not here to ask for anyone's like pity or whatever. I'm just here to inform you on what I'm gonna do from here on out, because yeah, if you noticed, I haven't been active like for maybe 2 weeks now, and before that, like a couple of months ago, I didn't post in a month. And it all, like, some of it was because of my personal issues, and some of it was because I just don't know what to say anymore. And I'm not talking about Star Citizen right now. I'm just like, if you know me, and some of you might know, and some of you might recognize this shit, I am a musician. And before doing YouTube, I was a musician since I was 16. My first single that I produced for somebody here in Serbia, it came out when I was like 17, and at the time, like, it was very popular, but like in the underground like domain, because R&B, it was like R&B, and R&B was not that popular in Serbia at the time. It is now, I guess, but it's different. But yeah, I had luck because I connected with like one of the most popular rappers and one of the most fun upcoming artists to work with. Like, they were just fun to work with, and we established like a relationship, and we were friends for a while. I did an album for them, but the song did very well, and yeah, I was like, yeah, I should probably do this. Like, I'm 17, my music is on the radio. I was not rapping at the time, or maybe I was. No, I'm lying. I actually was, but yeah, afterwards, I stopped doing this, and there's a reason why I'm like prefacing the whole video and the whole point of the video, and I want you just to understand my history. Like, after I did rap, like in 2010, I had so many hit singles at the time, like millions and millions of views on YouTube, concerts and all that shit. My own concerts, when it comes to like my own music, my biggest concerts were like, I don't know, 800 people or something like that, 8 to 1,000 people. And the people that I produced, they were like filling up very big clubs up to like arenas, basically. And so, like, at one point I realized that like rap music and R&B music is not really like, it can't hold me down. I really want to do some other stuff, and I started like learning how to play guitar, how to sing and all of that. And at the time, rap music was shifting here in Serbia, and R&B was shifting here in Serbia to what it is right now, and it's like a mixture of R&B and rap or trap, whatever, and folk music with like strong fucking nationalistic lyrics and just like cocaine everywhere and all that. And I hated it. Honestly, I fucking hated it. I didn't want to be a part of it, so I left and I quit. Just like I'm quitting now. Like, I quit when I was at the top of my game, because like if you ask people that have listened to that kind of music back in like 2010s and like earlier, or maybe even afterwards, and if you ask them if they're from the ex-Yugoslavia region, they will know my name, and it's Mrzovoljno oko, which translated to English is Grumpy Eye. So therefore, like, that's why I'm calling myself Grumpy Eye. because I've been called that for 20 something years. So anyway, I quit. I started playing guitar, and then I started singing. I had like my first single that I released as a solo artist, as a solo pop artist, was like on the top of the charts for fucking weeks. We had an MTV Adria, like MTV that was just like for XU or ex-Yugoslavia region, and I was on the first place on the top list for like a couple of weeks. And every other single afterwards, I was like top ranking. And like, I wasn't asking anyone to play my songs. I wasn't asking anyone to vote for me. It was just like people that like my music, right? So at some point I started producing like some pop artists here, and I did a couple of songs and I made a lot of money. And at one point I was very loud and very vocal to share my opinion on the ruling party and all of that. And if you don't know, Serbia is like under a soft kind of dictatorship, but it's basically just like dictatorship, and it's been like that since 2012. 2014 was like the year when they just took over everything, and we had like a huge flooding, and they just realized that they can do whatever they want to. So I got blacklisted, like most of people did, like most musicians and all of that. And since I'm not a part of the ruling party, I just couldn't play anywhere, and that was it. Like, that was it when it comes to my music, at least, because I can still produce and not use my name. Or some people were very skeptical of like working with me because my name might influence the people on the radio not to play songs that I produced for them. But then again, who's gonna know, right? Like, they're just stupid. They're just like following orders. So it doesn't matter. So I just like continued producing music for them. And I'm like, this is the whole decade in a minute, by the way. So 2020 comes, and I was supposed to do a series, 2 movies, and around 3 albums. So I bought a lot of equipment because I was expecting to get a lot of money. And COVID hit, and none of that happened. And the thing is, when COVID happened, like musicians, like I don't want to bring you guys down, but like it's very hard in Serbia, but it was really fucking hard to do it during COVID because especially for the musicians. I know a couple of people that just killed themselves because they just didn't have enough money to sustain themselves or their family. I know of musicians that died to COVID, and those that didn't. The thing is, like, we didn't work for like a bit more than a year. Some of us did because some of us were in really good terms with the ruling party here, but most of us didn't. And those who didn't get paid for a year and had to find other jobs or just like live off whatever they had with their savings, or like I did, I just asked my dad to support me. And I was spending my savings from the years before. And the worst thing is that like Serbia or the country or the government gave us like 10 euros, which is like $10 once, and $30 later for like as a compensation for us not working for a year. Like, it's just fucking bonkers. But that's what happened. So I invested a lot of money in 2020 into my studio, and then I just didn't have any like return, and I was in a deficit, and I was so fucking bored, and I just didn't know what to do because I was at my place the whole time. And I just started playing games again because I didn't play, like, the only game that I played was Project Reality, maybe a bit of like Team Fortress 2 and Space Engineers, but I mostly played Project Reality whenever I had time. And if you don't know what it is, it's the predecessor of Squad. The people that made Project Reality are like, or the modders that modded Battlefield 2 into Project Reality are the people that made Squad, and then they left because whatever. So anyway, those are the only games that I played, and in 2020 I downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2 because I never played it, and I fell in love with it, and I was like, shit, I really missed out on a lot of games because I was just working all the time. And then I was like, yeah, I want to check out like what's happening with Star Citizen, because Star Citizen, I followed it since like 2012, and I was like watching Morphologist videos, I was watching Salty Mike's videos, and a couple of other people. I forgot their names. I don't even know if they're active anymore. But yeah, so anyway, I got the game. I got it through the Morphs, like Morphologist's link or like referral, and I fell in love with it. Like it was it was really bad, but it was also like, yeah, it was so different to anything that I played. So after a while, I decided, shit, because I'm not doing anything, let me post a couple of funny clips onto YouTube, maybe like upload some music with or my own music with Star Citizen footage. And that's how I started. That's how I started doing YouTube. And my friends told me that like it's really good and that I should continue. And I did, and my girlfriend supported me. So I did, and I never thought that I would see this as a job, and that I would see I would see this kind of fame or whatever you want to fucking call it, because like 10,000 people isn't that much in YouTube terms, but it's much more than I ever thought my YouTube channel will get. But the thing is, I did everything that I ever did in my life. I did it like from the heart, basically. And when I couldn't do music, and when I saw like an opportunity, basically in 2017, I was leading the protests, like one of the biggest protests in that like Serbia ever had. And those happened in 2017, 2018, up to 2019. So it's not the same protest, but it was like one in 2017, which was like on a daily basis with like 30 to 50,000 people on the streets, and then it just like died down. And then 2018, we had like 55,000 people. Like that's a police estimate, so it might be even more. We had like 55,000 people on the 29th of December of 2018. So yeah, whatever I did it from the heart, and that's how I did my whole content here on the channel, because and that's how I even started like having an opinion on Star Citizen. I was just playing and I was frustrated like with certain things, so I just started the Grumpy's Rehab Facility videos, which I started posting like on a weekly basis, I think. I forgot, honestly. I just gave up on that whole thing. But yeah, so that's why I'm like this, because I was always like this. Like back in 91, I was on the protests. I was this fucking high, and I was like a child, but my parents took me to the protests against Slobodan Milosevic, which was the first dictator, well, maybe the second one, but like the guy that broke up the whole country, and the guy that made the war happen and all of that. So we were protesting against him for like 10 years, and we're doing the same against this guy that was working with the first guy, but whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. This is a gaming channel, and you're not here, and you're because of dictators, and you're not here, emphasis on the dick, but you're not here because of them. You're here because of Grumpy Eye, I guess, the gaming channel and all of that. And unfortunately, that all needs to come to an end. Honestly, this saddens me, but the reason why I wanted to tell you all of this is just so you know how many times I started over, and I'm starting over again. And let me actually show you why. So an insight into drama content creator on YouTube, because that's how some people fucking call me. But this is my revenue. Like my last 5 months. October, I wasn't active. I didn't post a single video in October. But this is November, December, January, February, March. And nobody can fucking sustain themselves with this. On top of that, I have Patreon, and thank you guys for supporting me on Patreon. You guys are awesome, but it's $50. And on top of this, like, first of all, first thing that you need to understand is that, like, in Serbia, the view count, or the money per view, is counted differently. And it's like we get 50% to 75% less than a UK or a US citizen would. So on top of that, the money that you see here, YouTube takes 30%. So let's say you get 100 in 1 month. So that means that YouTube is going to send you what, like $70. And on top of that, you have my fees from my bank, and then I have my taxes to pay and all that. So it's minus like 22%. So you basically get nothing, is what I'm saying. So it is not something that can sustain me. I hoped that it would, but like that was the only reason. Like if it sustained me, I would stay here and do this, but it just doesn't, right? So I need to find another way to make money because I gotta live. But on top of that, this is not the only reason. So one more thing that I wanted to say here is that if I do other games and if I do reviews and all of that, this is how much money I get. That's like for 12,000 views. No, 11.3 thousand views. It doesn't matter. But it's like $41. In the game itself, I invested like $50, which is just not fucking like. It is not profitable. This is just a game. Why you have to be mad? So instead of being mad, I just decided to switch because there's no fucking point in doing this. On top of that, I'm like almost 37. Like in August, I'm gonna be 37. So I started doing music when I was 16, so it's gonna be like 21 years, right? And I stopped like last year because I didn't do a single song last year because my PC died, and I just didn't have enough money to fix it because of this shit, because I was hoping that I will get some money. And of course, I did get some money through streams, but honestly, I stopped streaming because of a couple of reasons, and the main reason is I just can't fucking talk about the same shit, the same things over and over again every fucking day, every fucking stream, just sitting here for 4 hours, not being creative at all. I mean, I love making you guys laugh, and I do it through my videos, at least I try. And like, it's all great, but like sitting here for 4 hours to 8 hours, just being frustrated and playing a game that I don't really want to play, or doing something that I don't really want to do, is just like, no, it's just killing me, honestly. And sometimes you get a lot of money, sometimes you get no money. And the way you get a lot of money is to constantly beg or like make things, make fucking memberships and shit just so you can make money. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to restrict people from like watching or commenting on my streams or my videos just to get some more money. I don't fucking care about that. That's honestly, I don't like it. I think it's stupid, so I never did it. And I felt bad for begging for money, and I felt very bad for like just talking about the same shit over and over again every fucking stream. It got to a point where I just wanted to make like clips where I can just like trigger them on my Steam Deck or whatever, just to like have like a clip of me talking about server meshing, my thoughts on server, because like people would just hop into the stream and hey, Grumpy is online, so what do you think about server meshing? What do you think about this ship? What do you think? Dude, I fucking covered it on my videos. I covered it last stream. I don't want to talk about it again, but I get that people like that and people are just fine with doing that. I'm simply not. On top of that, we get, like, as I've said, like, I'm 37 almost, and I'm gonna be 40 in a couple of years. Like, no 20-year-old is gonna watch a 40-year-old man-child playing games and having an opinion on games. It doesn't matter if it's Star Citizen or not. Like, at some point, you're gonna have an influx of people once Squadron 42 happens and all of that. You're gonna have an influx of people, like new people, new guys, kids that have played Squadron 42 and they want to try Star Citizen. So at that point, there's going to be a new content creator that's going to be younger, like 25 years old or whatever, that's also going to have opinions, and those people are going to gravitate towards that guy. Because seriously, like, I don't like Fortnite. Just to explain this, I don't like Fortnite. I get why it's so popular, I get why it's good, but for me, it's not good. So if I made a review on Fortnite, I would just say, I don't like it. I think it's shit. I don't like the graphics. I don't like anything. I mean, I get it, but I just don't like it. And then like a 20-year-old is gonna be like, the fuck is this guy talking about, right? So what I'm saying is, I can only cover games that I like, and there's not that many of those. Like, I covered Star Citizen, and I didn't particularly like it, nor did it like me. So, like, on top of that, if you want to have perks, so this is how the industry works. You gotta be very nice to people, and I'm just not built like that. Like, the reason why I made the channel and the reason why I made the videos that I did was to try and push the developers to do better, to push the community to understand that this is not good and this needs to change. It doesn't matter which game it is. Like, I posted videos on the second coming defendant, I don't fucking know what it's called, but I tried it, I played the beta. I didn't like it because it just felt unfinished. And I guess the first Descendants, I think that's the name. But it just felt very unfinished and very like clunky and shit. And I was not the only one that had that opinion. And I still got attacked by the community. They just fucking likes that. And okay, sure, we can have a different opinion, but why attack a guy that has a different opinion than you? Like, why be toxic towards that guy? I just don't get it, but that's how people are. So on top of that, you have developers with their big fucking egos that are just like, oh no, we don't want to hear anything, you're just being toxic. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you that whatever you did is bad and you can do better. And we expect you to do better. It doesn't matter which game it is, which game, like, as an example, Helldivers 2 was fucking great on release, and now they're releasing new content that they promised, that they said that there's gonna be new content every month, but they're locking it behind a paywall. Like, I was about to make a video on that, and then I was like, why should I even make a video on that? Because, like, in the end, like, developers are not gonna like me, and some of the community is gonna hate me for saying that. But honestly, that's an issue. And look, I was a musician when I was like 17, 16, and my first song that I ever released, I wanted to play it on the radio, and I sent it to a guy that was like a radio host on like an underground rap radio, and he didn't play it. And I had like there was a concert, like the venue was right next to the radio, and so like I basically jumped the guy with my friend, and I was like, dude, why the fuck didn't you play my song? And he was like, sorry, like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, well, I was that guy that sent you the song. And he was like, oh yeah. So the song is like, it's honestly, it's shit. It's just a demo. And now that I see you, I see that you're a kid. So just like continue what you're doing and you're gonna do better, right? And I'm like, back at the day when I was 16, I was like, nah, dude, my song is the best fucking song ever. Fuck you, dude. You fucking hate me. You have an enemy for life, or whatever the fuck I said. I was just a fucking idiot. Like, I was 16, right? And thankfully, I have outgrown or like grown and realized, like when I was 17, I realized that ego needs to be fucking tamed so I could do better, so I can understand the words that he, like the things that he told me, and I understood it. And honestly, when I listen to that song now, like, I can't even fucking find it, but I listened to it like a couple of years ago. My friends sent it to me, and I was like, the fuck is this shit? Why did I ever think that this was good? Because it wasn't. But at the time, it was the best that I could do, and I had no guidance, or my friends and I, because it was like a band, whatever, and we thought it was fucking great, and it wasn't. So developers are gonna make something and they're gonna think it's great, but it's not gonna be great, right? And you need to have like gaming YouTube channels or whatever that are gonna be like people that are gonna control the quality, people that are gonna share their opinions, like honest opinions, and tell the developers or the community, well, this is not good, guys, like this needs to change. And that's why I did everything that I did in the way that I did it, because, yeah, I think that's the sole purpose of you as a content creator on YouTube. If not, you're just gonna turn into Dr. Disrespect that fucking played the day before, and he said that it was fucking awesome, and like everybody was laughing in the game while he was playing it. He had all the bugs happen. Like the game was fucking dog shit, and he was having a rough time. But in the end, he said that it was good. And like that's being a sellout, and I don't want to be a sellout. And that's not being respectful towards like people. No, because those people, those developers are charging you. They're charging you, like taking your money to deliver a product. And if the product is bad, the rest of the fucking people need to know. And that's the purpose of media. That's the purpose of gaming channels. At least that's what I think. And if you don't criticize the games that you're playing or the games that are about to get released or whatever, then you get games like Diablo 4. Then you get games like, I don't know, Overwatch 2. Because a bunch of people played Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 before it even happened, and they didn't say anything. They were like, oh yeah, it's great. No, it just fucking isn't. And yeah, you just get Star Citizen. You get Star Citizen 317, you get Star Citizen 318, you get whatever. And you get the rework of a rework in Star Citizen. Because they just can't, like, after a while they realize that this is bad. Because nobody told them at the start that this is bad. And me not being loved by most of the developers in CAG, like I just can't get access to Evocati. I can't get access to like content creator program and all of that because I'm not fostering a nice enough community, or in other words, I'm not nice enough. And I don't know if there's such thing as toxic positivity, but like I would say that there is positivity that can be very toxic and very bad for a game, for a product, or whatever. And it's happening everywhere. Like, as I've said plenty of times in this video, I'm a musician and I watch like music-related channels and all of that. And there are people that are reviewing like some gear and some stuff that is just dog shit, but they're saying only the nice things about it. Why? Because they got it for free. Because they're like the next product that they're gonna get is also gonna be for free. So that's why people do that, and I'm not that kind of a guy. And this brings me to the conclusion of this video. Thank you for 10,000 subscribers. Like, thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you to all my patrons and all of that. But I just cannot keep on doing this. It cannot sustain me. It's not making like enough money. In the future, I don't think it's gonna make me any money because there's gonna be new guys that are gonna do the same thing basically, but they're gonna be younger. And honestly, like if a video like this takes low effort video like this one takes a US guy or a UK guy, that like a native English speaker guy, 2 hours to make it, it's gonna take me fucking 4 to 6 hours to make it. And it takes a lot of energy out of me just to make a video like this, just to have no views or to have some views and not to make enough money. And if I make a scripted video that's gonna take me 2 days to make, if it fails, if the algorithm doesn't like it, if people don't like it, then it fails. And I'm not like, reaction channels are great and all, but that's not my kind of a thing. I get it, but I don't get it. I'm a creative guy. I like creating stuff, not just talking over somebody else's creations and all of that. And I know that it can make a lot of money, but that's not me. I don't like it. It's very low effort and it just makes you money for doing nothing. And I guess that most of the content creators are gonna agree with this, especially those that are gonna that have a reaction channel. But yeah, so I just can't do gaming anymore. And I was thinking for a while now that I should make a music YouTube channel. So the reason is simple. Star Citizen and games like Star Citizen are always gonna have like a period that like it's just gonna be on a lull. It's just gonna be like, oh, nothing is happening, and that doesn't make money. Like then you need to be super creative and make content on a contentless game, and I'm just done with that because in the end it's just gaming. Who the fuck cares? But with music I can always figure out the next video. I can do gear reviews, I can do plugin reviews, or like software reviews if you don't know what plugins are. I can do like some chords and harmony. I can do like whatever. Like I'm not classically trained, but I have picked up a lot of shit and I understand a lot of shit when it comes to harmony and all of that. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of things that you can talk about that can last for a while, right? Because like this plugin, this software, whatever, is gonna be here for fucking 5 years. And if you do a review of it, there's gonna be a guy that's gonna watch it in like 2 years from now. It's the same with Tobii Eye Tracker. Like I released the Tobii Eye Tracker video, it had like 200 views and nobody fucking watched it, or Tobii versus Track IR5. And now it has 8,000 views because that's a video that's gonna live. It's not gonna get a ton of views immediately, but it is gonna get some views after a while, or maybe a lot of views after a while, because a bunch of people are still interested in like those kinds of videos. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna switch to another room so I can have more privacy when I'm doing videos, and so my girlfriend can like walk around and do stuff and live her life, go to the kitchen where her place is. I'm kidding, of course. I'm fucking kidding. But yeah, I guess this is a farewell, even though like, look, you already see that the channel name is Grumpy Eye Gaming now. So I may post something here, maybe. I really don't know how much time I'm gonna have to play games, to have an opinion on them, and to talk about them. I'm surely not gonna waste my life looking at the fucking progress tracker or the roadmap and covering all the fucking details and doing news on Star Citizen like every 3 months and just trying to figure out some content that I didn't do, that I should do, that nobody else did, but I should, because like whatever. And like keep on doing that over and over again just to cover Star Citizen. Like honestly, I don't care anymore. It's not that like Star Citizen lost me. It's just like, dude, it's not profitable. It's stupid. I feel like I'm wasting my life doing nothing. And like that's it, like that's the whole point. So I made a new channel and it's called Grumpy Eye, just like this one was called before, but now it has gaming, and the new channel is just Grumpy Eye, and that's where I'll be posting my music and music production tips and tricks and all that shit. So if you want to subscribe right now, like it doesn't have anything right now, maybe I'm gonna post something over there before this video airs, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna link the channel down in the description and in the top comment or whatever it's called, like the pin comment in the comment section, so you can check it out. It's probably just gonna be empty, yeah, like this channel, I really don't know. I might post something once in a while, but honestly I'm shifting focus to that, and I do not want to spend any more time like doing nothing and just talking about games for people to hear. Like on one hand, some people are gonna hear it and they're gonna say, oh yeah, go Grumpy, you're so fucking right. Some people are gonna say, well, I don't 100% agree with you, but like it's okay. And then you have a majority of people that are just gonna fucking explode on you and just be toxic towards you. The point is that like people come to YouTube channel to like confirm their biases, and if they're not confirmed and you have a guy that says something different to what you think, or if they don't perceive that information as useful, like the information that they wanted to get but they didn't because they thought that it was something completely different, then they're going to be toxic towards you because like it's the internet and nobody has a fucking filter and all that. So yeah, that's how it works, and I don't really know if I want to be a part of that anymore. I don't know what else to say. Like gaming is just not sustaining me, and I'm not very interested in that, honestly. And I did good. I guess I did good. 10,000 people would acknowledge and agree. But that it's just not something that drives me anymore. And it never really did. I just saw it as a job. And like, you don't need to love your job. Like, most people are doing their jobs and they're not loving their jobs. But at least those jobs are paying them. And this one isn't. So I'm going to try and do, like, it's not paying me enough to stay here, right? So what I'm gonna try and do is do that, music production, and I guess you can make a lot more money there, because not only that I'm gonna have some views, I don't even know, I'm very scared, just for you to understand, I'm very scared about like what's gonna happen, but yeah, like I can do music and I can sell that music through YouTube. I can do sample packs like kicks, drums, chords, whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that's something that, like, I guess it's better than Patreon, because like if you, I just told my friend this yesterday, like Patreon, like you have Patreon exclusive content, but at some point most people just release it, so it's exclusive for a couple of days. So like, what the fuck is the point of that, right? So like, I just, like, I did a couple of Patreon exclusive things, and then I realized, yeah, like it's gonna get released anyway, and those guys don't really need Patreon exclusive content. But if I'm gonna do any master classes in that like genre and like music production, then yeah, I can make it like a Patreon exclusive thing. So when it comes to patrons and people that are supporting me, I guess first of all, thank you. Secondly, I guess now is the time to just not support me anymore, unless you want to support me for the music production, because I'm just gonna keep the same Patreon and all of that. It's just gonna all be on the second or on another channel, not on a second channel, but on another channel. But I hope I'll see you over there if you're interested in music production and all of that. If not, fuck it. The thing is, until I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm not going to get monetized. So it's very scary, but I have, like, I'm going to leave you with this. I have started over 14 times now. Like, oh, hello, it's my dog. She sees that, she understands that I'm a bit disturbed mentally. So I have started way too many times in my life, started over way too many times. I have switched genres. I have switched what I was doing, and then I was doing gaming and all of that. And I hated starting over, and I hate it right now. But like, I'm not scared of it now. Honestly, I feel positive, and this is the first time that I feel positive about it, even though it's fucking scary as hell. I feel that I have acquired a lot of skills during my days doing like YouTube. Shut the fuck up. While I was doing YouTube for Star Citizen and like gaming YouTube. So I did know how to edit videos, but I didn't do it as well as I do right now. So I'm positive, and I can't say that I'm glad that I'm gonna do this, but I feel very positive that I'm actually going to make some money and make good content that people are gonna like in the end. Like that's the fucking point. That's how you make money on YouTube, right? Or you just do reactions and you just like watch fucking Star Wars and post it, and you get fucking millions of views for you just looking at the screen, and they can't even fucking see anything, but oh, it's so good because we're just sad and lonely and we want to watch a movie with somebody else. People are going to say that I'm toxic again, but I'm not. It's just the truth, and I'm sorry about that, but that's just the truth. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do, and again, I'm going to say something like, I'm going to tell you something that I made Scarred Citizen do as an outro, because everything that I did on this channel, like my outro, you probably noticed, was like Hitchhiker's Guide through the Galaxy themed, basically. And I will always say I have it here, but I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, over there. So don't forget to bring the towel when you're traveling through space. That was my end phrase, catchphrase, whatever. But I made Scar Citizen say so long and thanks for all the fish. And it's time for me to say so long and thanks for all the fish. And I love you guys. And I guess I'm sorry because I know that like a lot of you are gonna be like pissed off or like sad, but I'm sorry. But I made this video so you can understand why I did it. And I didn't want to just like back out without saying anything. So long. Thanks for all the fish. And I love you. And goodbye. Back when I was this high, my father told me that I shouldn't cry, but fist fight whoever holds me back, and I should fly to the sky till it turns black. But I don't think I got it, just look at where I'm at. I've been down these streets way too many times, and I got receipts and way too many fines. But I got no leads on how to live this life, and I got no kids, all I got is bars. But not the bars that you're thinking of now, but the bars that define me. Yeah, it's not the bars that you're thinking of now, it's the bars that surround me. And look, I can't complain cause the pain is the same. Shifting blame ain't gonna help me stay sane. I'm shook cause I can play this whole game where I aim to get paid but stay in the same lane. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Yeah. Ooh, things will get brighter, but somehow they never do. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Yeah. Ooh, things will get brighter, yeah, but somehow they never do.